All right. Hello. Thank you for coming. Sadly, last week's class, after I saved the video, I couldn't post it on YouTube because it got lost. But, anyways, interesting. I find so many things interesting. I am very curious. I've always been very curious. So, I did this video last week talking about kind of like unplugging from the media. And to my surprise, that video didn't get very many views on the media. I'm not talking conspiracy or anything, but it was funny to me because on YouTube it got like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but like 7 views on a long format video for me is a lot. Some of my other videos get lots and lots of the small ones get lots of views. The big ones don't. So I thought, well, it got 7 views and it had like 2 comments. I thought, well, that's a video that's definitely going to go. That's because that's what determines what goes deeper into the algorithm. But I guess if you're going to say turn off the media, that's not going to really go deeper into the algorithm. That being said, as I was setting everything up for this yoga class today, the one we're about to do, I remembered this song from the 80s and I started searching for it on some of the platforms, the way that we search things now. I searched on YouTube and I searched on Google and other stuff, and I couldn't find it. So maybe someone, this is going to be called Name That Tune. And you don't have to tell me now, or you could, or you can send me most of you know me privately, you can send me a private message or whatever. But the song was turn off your TV set, turn off your TV set, turn off your TV set. They want you to turn it on. I can't sing that high, but I couldn't find that song to save my life. And I started to remember it more and more because of my video saying that you should turn off the social media or all the media once in a while. And here we are on the media, but this is private, but later it'll go. Anyways, enough. And a name, you can name that tune. That's fabulous. If not, that's great too. I'm going to go back there. We're going to start from the seated position. We're going to do a few nice light things. Cross your legs as gently as you can or want to. So allow your right ear to fall to your right shoulder. And then we're going to let the chin kind of drop down towards the chest. And then we're going to come around the front so that the left ear is to the left shoulder. I want you to do this as light as possible. And then we're coming all the way back, dropping that chin down over so that the right ear goes to the right shoulder again. And then a little back and forth, but go like super light. Even if your body's going, no, I want to stretch more. Don't do that. We'll get it a little more directly in a moment. So just a little more back and forth here, just across the front. Good. And let's come back up the center. So we're going to look to the right and then to the left and back and forth. This is our no, and you can do this no movement a little quicker than the other one, just sort of back and forth. No, no, no. And then to balance things out, we need to do yes, yes, yes. So with that on the head and the neck. We'll come back to the neck in a moment. A couple more of these yeses, though. Make sure we got as many yeses as nos so that we can be fully split. Great. So we're going to bring the right arm all the way up. We're going to bring that arm down the back. The left hand's going to grab the elbow. The head pushes actively against the arm. The core is engaged. And we're going to breathe in and out through the nose here a little bit. We should be breathing in and out through the nose actually the entire yoga class long and deliberate, even if you take a break. Good, so let's do the other side. Left is coming all the way up and then down the back. Again, grabbing the elbow, head pushing against the arm, core in, breathing in the nose. Good, back to the center, which will just put the hands for a moment on the knees. So we're going to now let the right ear fall to the right shoulder. We're going to keep it there. We don't need to force anything, but we're going to take the right hand and put it on the left ear and let the heaviness of the arm, we're going back to Halloween, as if the arm was a dead arm just hanging on your head. Only that much weight. Don't push, don't pull. Only the little bit of the weight of your arm is all we're going to get. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. Excellent. To be nice, we push that head back into place, and then now the left ear is dropping down to the left shoulder. And then the left hand's going to come up and rest on the right side here. It's only just that little bit of weight of just letting the arm be free. Keep breathing in and out through the nose, long and deliberate. I'm going to push that head back to center. One more before we get up. We're going to put the right hand down, maybe like about a foot out from your hip, fingers pointing away. Left palm faces the sky. And we're coming up and over, long, reach that long line and try to keep the hip locked down. Of course, it'll stay down, but think in your mind about locking it down more. Become aware of your right shoulder, which is the shoulder connected to the hand on the ground. And we're not going to move that shoulder as we look up along the elbow of the left arm. We're going to take several breaths here. Excellent. Let's go, please, to the other side. So the left hand is down. We'll keep that arm straight. We're going to reach the right arm up and over. We're going to stretch that side long. We're going to become aware of the left shoulder and not move it as we move only the head looking up along the right elbow to your ceiling, unless you're outside, though it's a bit maybe chilly this evening for that. Good, back to center. So the secret to standing without using your hands, and I'll go this slow, is to cross the feet out in front of you. And then you got to lean your heart forward, almost like you're trying to put your heart over your feet and lunge a bit forward, and then up we come. Excellent. Let's hop about. And you could do the hopping light. You could just do one heel up, one heel down if you live above someone who will really dislike you jumping up and down, although it won't be that much longer and maybe they'll be understanding. That's hard to say. You notice how some days we're more understanding than others? That's always very interesting. We shake the fingers out. Great. With the feet about the distance of the hips, toes slightly splayed, we're going to bend at the knees. And we're going to swing the arms, and the arms can hit the body. In the hopping, a lot of times I have us pat the ribs. We didn't do that today, but this is very similar to the patting of the ribs. So while we're gently hitting the body with the hands that are kind of loose, or very loose, in fact, looser than loose, loose like a goose. Just a little bit more. Excellent. Let's straighten those legs. Feet together, big toes touching, ankles apart like one or two fingers. So right there in the back, about 2 fingers. Thumbs out is so much nicer. Core in. We're going to move these with the breath. We're going to breathe in, reach up, look up, hands in prayer above the head, straight up. Breathing out, we're going to forward fold, attempt to keep the legs straight. The hands could go all the way to the ground. I'm going to put mine on the shins. You might too. We're going to look up, pulling the shoulder blades together with the core in. We're going to forward fold on the out breath, all the way back up, breathing in through the nose, hands in prayer, are coming down through the heart center, and then all the way back up again on the in breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, flatten the back. Forward fold on the out breath. All the way up again on the in breath. Down through the heart on the out breath. Back up, breathing in through the nose. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, and we forward fold. Up again to the ceiling. Down again through the heart, and all the way back up on the in breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, lengthen the tail to the eyeballs. Forward fold, out breath. Back up again, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center. And then all the way back up. Breathing out, forward folding. We look up again, shoulder blades together, core in. And from here, we're going to step back to the top of a tight push-up with the belly and legs clenched. And when you're ready, we'll lower all the way down. Firstly, point the toes, and like a snake running under the fence, we're going to shimmy forward, straighten the arms. The waist hovers down, the legs are tight. We're looking third eye. And then for down dog, I put the knees down these days, tuck the toes, and then lift the hips. Feet are 2 fists apart. You could pedal the feet out if you like. You could stay still, which is more traditional. Step or jump to the top of the mat, feet back together, fingers low, we look up. And we forward fold. Back up to the ceiling, hands in prayer above the head, coming down through the heart center again and all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, we step back to that top push-up. Top tight, we lower down, maybe hover 2 inches, up dog and down dog. Very nice. You could stay still or up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath. Good. Step or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. One more. Down again through the heart. All the way up again, breathing in. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, stepping, top of push-up. We're going to lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. We stay here, breathing. Great. Step, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. Let's come all the way up, prayer to the ceiling again. You could arch back a little bit, lifting the heart. And then let's push the walls out. Let's push it all away just for now. You can get it all back later if you want. We're going to keep breathing. The core is still engaged. Everything must go out, out, out. From the hips up, we're going to turn and look to the right. And then all the way over, please, to the other side. Very nice. Back to center, arms down. We're going to move tonight with crescent pose for the Surya Namaskara B. Feet back together, please. And we sit in chair, allow the knees to fall together. Great. Up, over, forward, folding again. We look up. We step in, top of push-ups. We lower, drop. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot stepping for crescent will stay on the ball of the left. If you really prefer warrior one, that's okay with me. Arms up. We're going to take a couple breaths here. If you feel like it, you could bounce a little bit. Kind of light bouncing. Very nice. Hands down again, stepping type of push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. Left foot stepping, staying on the ball of the right. Again, arms up. And some light bouncing is optional. And we're breathing here. Excellent. Hands down again, stepping type of push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. And great, we're going to breathe just like this. Good. Walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. Feet and knees. Let's sit in chair. Standing, shoulders back, tight core. We shall continue. We sit in chair again. Up, over, forward folding, fingers low. We look up. We step in, top of push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog and down dog. Right foot again for crescent. We're staying on the ball of the left. We're going to stay here. If you want to really test your balance, it's not easy. You could bring the hands in prayer above the head and look up. Great. Hands down again. Stepping back, type of push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, please. Hands in prayer above the head. You could look up if you like. The first thing the aging process will steal from you is your ability to balance. You can steal it back. I would suggest such a thing. All right, hands back down, stepping again, type of push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog, and we're going to stay right here. All right, walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up and we forward fold. We're going to sit in a chair for a moment, standing, shoulders back, tight core. We'll keep breathing, even right here in these little seemingly breaks where we're maybe doing nothing. We are breathing. We're going to do the last one in this sequence with a warrior two. We sit in chair again. Good. Up, over, forward folding. We look up, stepping again, top push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. Right foot, warrior two, left foot turns out. Good. Knee over ankle, the leg in the front is bent, arms out over the feet. We're breathing here. We're staring at the right hand, and we're controlling our breath. We're going to turn that right hand so the palm faces the ceiling. We're going to arch back, keep the knee over the ankle, keep breathing, and we look up now along the elbow to the ceiling. You can engage the core a little bit. All right, hands down again. We're stepping back. We lower, drop, up dog, down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot pivots out there for warrior two again. Core engaged, light shoulders. Find your visual lock. It's on the hand in front of you. You're controlling the breath. Turn that hand in the front so the palm faces the ceiling. We arch back. We keep the knee over the ankle. The core is still a little bit engaged. We're breathing, looking at the ceiling. Great. Hands down again, stepping, top of push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog, and we're going to stay right here. All right, step, jump, top of the mat. We look up and we forward fold. Feet and knees together. Let's sit in chair. We're going to stay there. I'm going to intertwine my fingers and turn the palms up to the ceiling. You don't have to do that, but you could if you like. Excellent. Let's stand, arms down at the sides. And we're going to move now into the standing series with vinyasas tonight. We're sitting in chair again. Excellent. Up, over, forward, folding, fingers low. We look up, shoulder blades together. Stepping again, top of push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior two, right foot stepping. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. Let's straighten the leg in the front for triangle. We're going to reach out a bit and right hand down, left arm up. We'll breathe here. Both hands on the shin. We're going to shorten the stance a couple of inches. You could always stay here if you like, twisting. We're going to reach that right arm up. Couple of breaths here. Legs are straight, feet are flat. The hand can go down and down and down. Legs are straight, feet are flat. Breath in the nose. Excellent. Hands down again, stepping top of push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog. And down dog. Left foot, please. Right foot pivots out. Warrior number two. Once again, this pose is getting very familiar. And again, we straighten the leg in the front. We're going to reach out a bit for triangle. Left hand down, right arm up. Both hands on the shin. We're going to shorten the stance a couple of inches. Those of you that want to twist, please go ahead. Lengthen your back, your tail through the crown of the head. It's not easy in this pose, but think about getting tall forward. Great. Hands down again, stepping top push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog, down dog. Warrior two again on the right foot, stepping back up. We're going to do extended side angle, right forearm on the leg, left arm up and over. You could stay here. You could put the right hand on the ground, long reaching, lots of breathing in the nose. Excellent. Back to warrior two. Your choice with the back foot. It could stay flat as it is or ball of the foot. We're twisting left elbow, coming all the way up to the front. Let this leg be like made of cement, hands in prayer. If you want less, put the knee down. Shoulders, right shoulder is pulling back, right elbow is pointing to the ceiling. We're breathing in the nose. Great. Hands down again. We're stepping top of push-up. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. We're doing left side warrior two. Back up here for a moment. And when you're ready, forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. We're breathing and reaching long side. Back to warrior two. Your choice with the back foot. I'm coming ball the foot, swinging that elbow through. Again, you could put the knee down if you prefer. We're going to rotate that left shoulder back and the left elbow up to the sky. We're going to keep breathing. All right, again, hands down. We step back, we lower drop, up dog, down dog. I'm gonna step right foot, and I'm coming into horse. If you need to be facing a certain direction, whatever foot you want to step is fine. Let's put the hands on the knees with straight arms. Those straight arms are holding the shoulders up. Let the rear end drop down a little bit. Right shoulder forward, please. And then left, and a little bit back and forth here. Good. We're gonna come up, keep the legs bent. We're gonna hold the ceiling. And straight the legs. Let's turn the feet to run straight forward. Wide-legged forward fold number one. All the way up to the ceiling, all the way down. Hands directly under the shoulders, head trying to lengthen down. We're going to keep breathing here. Great. Back up. We're reaching out to the ends of the fingers. And then behind the back, we shall intertwine those fingers. You can push the palms together if you want to release tension in the upper back. But ultimately, however your palms are, the fingers stay interlaced as we forward fold, lifting the arms up off the back. All the way up again to the ceiling. And all the way down again, grabbing shins, ankles, or if the legs are straight, big toes, peace fingers, elbows away from the ears. You could take it easy if you like. We're going to stay here and breathe. Let's stay down low, both hands over to the right. We're going to take a few breaths on this one tonight. And let's go all the way over to the other side. Excellent. Let's come up to standing. We're going to shorten the stance to about 3.5 feet heel to heel. Right toes to the front of the mat, left toes about 45 degrees. And I like to bring the arms out so I can line my shoulders up to the front of the mat. Behind the back, we're going to grab elbows or reverse prayer. Going to look up, shoulder blades together. Keep the legs straight. On the out breath, we come down and look at the right foot. We're going to breathe here. You could stay here in pyramid, which I don't know if I accidentally called it warrior 3 a moment ago, but anyways, this is pyramid. You could stay right here. If you like, you can hop up into warrior 3, which is the big capital T with the body as best as you can make that. We convert this to half moon with the right hand down and the left arm up. We'll take a couple of breaths here. If you want to twist the moon, switch the hands, the hip will come down. I am skipping that myself tonight. Great, put that left foot back down. If it's up, we're going to pivot one time on this one. Right foot 45, left toes out, then arms out so we can get the rotation and pyramid behind the back, shoulder blades together. We look up. We're going to come down and look at the left foot. And you could stay here, or you could go into even a little version of warrior 3 with the back foot off the ground just a tiny bit, or all the way up till you make it body parallel to the earth. Anyways, half moon, a little easier because you got the extra hand down. We're staying here if you want to switch the hands for the twist of the half moon. Excellent. Let's stand, and you can move around a little bit if you like. Woohoo! All right. Let's do a tree standing on the left foot. You could grab that ankle, you could lock it. I'm going to put it out in front for me tonight. Hands of the heart, whoa, or up. Find your visual lock out there somewhere. I'm looking at the camera on my laptop. Great, let's do the other side. Standing on the right, left is coming up. Hands of the heart. And however you did your foot, if you're out in front like me, you also get the option to kind of flex the foot, which for me is a bonus just because of my feet. But they're all great. They all got their purposes. Excellent. We're going back to the left foot. The right knee is going to come up. The right hand is going to grab the right knee. You could stay here. You could extend the leg if you like, grabbing the big toe. I'm totally for sure staying here tonight. I might sneeze. Whoa. So prepare yourself. All right. Thank you very much, whoever said what you said. Open that leg out to the right as we look over the left shoulder. Back to center, show me the bottom of your foot. Excellent. Let that down. I think it's allergy season for me. Right foot down, left up. Your sinuses are super connected to your ability to balance, so allergy season is not helping my balancing today. We keep breathing. Left on left, extend the leg if you did that on the other side. Try not to lift the left hip up if you're extending that leg, especially when you go out to the side, which is now, opening that out. Try to keep it reasonably down or close to the same as the right hip. And back to center. Again, show me the bottom of your foot. Excellent. With the heels about the distance of the hips, toes slightly splayed, let's come down into a squat. We're going to stay in the squat a little bit tonight. Put the elbows in the legs, hands in prayer. We'll lengthen up the back. We're going to stay long enough if any of you wanted to do headstand or crow. But this squat, totally good for the low back, the digestive system, lots of other things. Couple more breaths just hanging out. All right, hands in prayer straight forward. We're coming all the way up to the moon. All the way back down, hands in prayer straight forward. All the way up to the moon again. Back down, hands in prayer straight forward. One more time, all the way up to the moon and back down. Let's come to hands and knees. If you're going to be on the knees and you're on a hard floor, I would double the mat up, which actually triples it up. You kind of lift it up there in the middle, and there's some extra mat. Put the knees on that. Knees are 2 fists. Shoulders over wrists, belly drops down, third eye looking is the in-breath. Out-breath as you arch the back, moving and breathing. Back to center, look over the right shoulder, see the tail. And then over the other side, see the other coyote tail. Back to center. Let's turn the right hand in to face the left. And we're going to feed the left arm through, laying onto the left shoulder and the side of face. You could stay here pushing against the mat, rotating the right shoulder back. You could actually do both, or you could come up with the back of the right hand on the low back and come around and grab your leg. I'm going to stay with my hand pushing on the mat. I like that for me. Excellent. Back up. We're going to do the other side. We're going to turn that left hand in and feed the right arm through. We're going to lay on the shoulder. You push that hand down, rotating the left shoulder back. Or if you brought the hand up and around the back, you could do one or the other, or even both. Back to center. If you rolled the mat up under your knees, you can unroll it. We're stepping back again, top push-up. We're on our way to pigeon, by the way. Tight core, tight legs. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. We're going to hold the right leg up over the back wall. We're going to stay up. If you want to point that knee up, opening the hip, keep the right armpit down. And then throw that right shin, top of the mat. Crawl the left leg back. We're going to lift the heart, looking up for a moment. And here we come down. Forearms, head down. We're going to continue breathing. This is where we need to really focus on the breath because we don't have a visual lock because the face is down on the ground. So really put all of your mental focus on the breath that you are controlling, breathing in and out of your nose. All right, hands down again. We're stepping back because we're going to set up the other side. Top and push up. We lower, drop. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot is reaching up. You can bend that leg if you like. Keep the armpit down. Throw that shin up top. Right leg crawls back. We lift the heart. And down we come. Forearms, head down. We're going to breathe here. One last push-up. If you need a couple more, please go ahead and get them. Even more than a couple, we're stepping back. Catch up when you're done. Top push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog. And down dog. Let's sit down. We're going to put the left leg straight out with the right foot against the left thigh. Left hand can grab the shin, a strap around your foot, or the toes if you can keep the leg straight. We're going to reach up the right arm on the in-breath and then all the way down, including the shoulder on the out-breath. And a bit of over and over with the downward fold and the breathing. You could close your eyes on this one. On a lot of the moving poses, it's good to close the eyes. A lot of the moving poses do not come from the tradition of Ashtanga. And next time you're on the up, stay up. And we're going to switch. That reminds me of a Guns N' Roses song. They're playing at the Hollywood Bowl tonight about never coming down, staying up. Right hand grabs the right toes all the way up on the in-breath and then all the way back down, over and over. Out breath on the downward fold. And once you're up, go ahead and stay up. Very nice. Soles of the feet together. For Baddha Konasana A and B, we of course are starting with A. Pull those feet in really close. Left hand grabs the small toes, right hand on top. We're going to sit up tall. You could butterfly the legs if you like. Put your back against the imaginary wall behind you. Core is in. We're going to breathe here. The low part of the sternum where all the ribs meet, where it kind of ends down here, we're going to try to put that out towards the feet or the big toes as the elbows push into the legs, keeping the shoulder blades up and together. Yeah, that's going to restrict your movement. Don't worry about it. Just get into that little bit of tension and breathe. Great. Back up. Left leg out in front, right foot flat on the mat. Left toes point to the moon. Left arm grabs right leg, right hand 6 inches from the tail, fingers pointing away. Right shoulder back, we look at the eyeball line on the wall. We're going to breathe here. You could bring the elbow outside if you like. The head just goes for the ride. The twisting is in the torso. And other side, please. Right leg out, left sole in, right toes to the moon. Right arm grabs the left leg. We sit up tall. We look at the wall. You could bring the elbow outside. And back to center. We're going to be on the tail directly. I'm going to double up my mat. You don't have to, but it works better for me. Arms under the legs. Let's roll back onto the tail. You could stay here. You could let go, locking the shoulders back. You could straighten the legs. You could bring the hands behind the head. Lots of options. Breathe, shoulders back, eyes open. If the feet are up, you're staring at the feet. If they're down, you're staring a little above them. That is the visual. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up nice and tall. Excellent. Up again. This is number 2. We're doing 5. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Number 3, up again. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Number 4. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And back up. We're going to stay here a little longer. I still have that song in my head. Turn off your TV set. Oi. Excellent. Hug the knees in. We're going to lie back. If you rolled up the mat, you may wish to unroll it. We're going to lie down and let's grab the shins with the forearms. Pull them down and bring the nose up towards the knees. Very nice. Put the feet down flat, feet and knees 2 fists apart. We're going to lift the hips, tuck the shoulders, intertwine the fingers, push the arms down and the hips up. Those of you doing Urdhva Dhanurasana are probably already doing it. Good job. We're all going to breathe right here and everywhere. Great. Back down. If you want to come along, we're going upside down. You could just put your legs up the wall. That's a great way to end your day, by the way. Otherwise, we're doing plow. We're going to kick the feet up and over the head. You could have the hands on the back or intertwine fingers with the arms down. We're going to try to keep the legs straight. We'll allow the toes to fall to the earth. Be nice to the neck. We're going to stay here for a couple more breaths. If you want to bring the elbows in closer to the distance of your shoulders, now's the time. And then we're going to lift the feet straight up to the sky. You can point the toes to the moon. We're going to take many breaths here. Heavy shoulders, heavy elbows. Be nice to your neck and head. Try to keep it minimal pressure on the head. Let's bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears, and we're going to roll down into dead bug. In dead bug, we're going to hold the feet so the feet can see the ceiling, knees in the armpits. You could stay still, you could rock around. Excellent. Bring the knees into the chest. Imagine you have Sharpies, whatever color you want, pointed straight up at the ceiling. They're on your knees. And then we're going to draw a circle on the ceiling with both of them with the knees together. One direction at first here. And then the opposite direction, please. Back to center, keep the knees up in the chest. We're going to bring the arms out like a T. On an out breath, let the knees fall to the right as you look to the left. Right hand could push the legs down further as we look to the reaching left hand. And all the way back up and over, please, to the other side. We're going to stay here. Keep that breath going just a little bit longer. Good. Back up to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. I'm going to set up this final rest with the spine support of the mat. You could lay down if you prefer. If you want to come along, I'm going to show you how right now. We've done it before, but you got to roll up your mat. You want to roll it up as tight as possible, like really, really tight. That's most apparent in the beginning. And then we roll that up. And if it didn't roll up evenly, you can bonk it on the ground. We're going to put this when we lay down on our backs with the center of on the center of the head, 1 point supported, and then the rest of it on the spine. So let's see. Can you see it here? Yes. Good. So put my tail on it and then head down. I'm going to move the tail out further because I want the head supported. You could have the legs bent with the feet on the mat, or you could lie down flat. Sometimes that feels a little strange in the low back. It's up to you. We'll let the arms fall down and then really think about the shoulders falling as your heart is lifted, supported up to the moon. And we are going to rest here for at least a couple of minutes, let the breath return to normal. If you're super comfortable, you can stay as long as you want. I'm going to get us out of here. If your legs are bent, you're on the mat. If not, bend the legs and roll over to your right side off the mat and push yourself up with the left hand. Great. And we are going to cross the legs gently. And we're going to bring the hands to the heart center, rubbing them together, making a little fire. Good. Bring that fire up into the sky. We're going to breathe in some of that fire. We're going to breathe in more of it through the mouth and even more. Hold the breath. Tighten the legs, tighten the core, lift the floor. And then like a dragon, let that fire out. Ah. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out this evening. And it's danieloverberger.com. You can find my links to my Venmo and PayPal there. For those who've been asking me why I'm not on Zelle, I'm on Zelle now. If you want to hit me on that, all y'all on this know my information, but that's my full name and my phone number. And let me stop the recording on this.